I'm Jim Duban. I'm the Associate Dean for Research and National Scholarships in TAMS and the Honors College. We're delighted to have you watching this video presentation of the research organization in the Texas Academy of Mathematics and Science. And I'd like to turn this over to Mr. Sam Earls, who is the program advisor for the research organization. Sam, would you now introduce the concept of what we're doing and the first of our speakers? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Duban. So my name is Sam Earls, and I'm an academic counselor with the TAMS program here. So though I spend a lot of my time working in the academic side of the program, I think one of the favorite things that I get to do is to see our students get involved in so many opportunities that being at TAMS and at the University of North Texas has to offer. And I think one of the most unique things that our students get to participate in is research with professors, amazing professors that we have at UNT, who have a variety of experience and so many different labs and various things that they're studying and pursuing. And so getting to help students facilitate that process is what the TAMS Research Organization is all about. So throughout summer orientation, you're gonna hear a lot of presentations from our staff. And while I think we do an amazing job as a staff, we really like to get our students up in front of you all so you can see just the amazing things that they accomplish and what they're able to do as TAMS students at UNT. And so with that being said, we're gonna spend some time just getting to know our research organization leaders who have been involved in research in various areas across the campus, some who started even before they began their first year at TAMS. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Reka, our president of the research organization, and let her tell you a little bit about the work she's been doing.
My name is Reka, and I'll be your RO president this upcoming year. Before TAMS, I attended Capel High School, so some of you may recognize me from there. And I currently conduct analytical chemistry research in the lab of Dr. William Akery. In a broader view, my research involves developing a quantifiable metric that can be used to predict the chemical behavior of various organic compounds that are crucial to industries such as the pharmaceutical, material, and environmental. And this past year, with the help of RO, I have been able to compete in science fair and symposia-like competitions such as TJAS and TJSHS, and as well as publish some of my research in some journals. So my biggest piece of advice for you incoming juniors is to email as early as you can, preferably even before school starts. This is especially crucial for y'all that want to compete in research competitions such as science fair and TJSHS, because the data is actually very hard to collect once we end up back at home. So ideally, you want to collect all your data, preferably before winter break starts. And secondly, TAMS admin does recommend that you don't start research until the first round of exams, but don't let that stop you from going ahead and emailing professors, because it doesn't hurt to have a few professors in mind before you actually start going into the actual lab. Thirdly, always prepare for rejections and no response emails, because professors are busy. Not every professor is going to end up taking you into lab. So prepare to email a couple of professors before one eventually takes you in. And lastly, we as the TAMS research organization are here to help you. I personally have had a lot of help from the organization in the past year, so don't be afraid to use your resources. Feel free to visit our website with some sample resume templates and email templates, and reach out to any of us if you ever have any questions. Now I want to hand the mic over to Sai Sarnala, who is going to be one of our co-competition directors this upcoming year. Thank you.
As she said, my name is Sai Sarnala. I'm going to be serving as the RO competitions director this year, or one of the competitions directors. And I work in Dr. Richard Dixon's plant molecular biology lab. I've been working there since last summer as a early summer researcher. And I actually specifically came to TAMS from Jasper High School because of the research opportunities that TAMS students were provided. And I just really think that research is a great opportunity for any TAMS student, because not many high school students get the opportunity to research outside of their daily schoolwork. My biggest piece of advice with research is to prepare to spend a lot of time in the lab every week. Research is just honestly a great experience. And for me, like working in the lab, after I walk out of the lab every single day, I feel like I made an impact in the world through my work, and I think everyone will feel good experiencing that. And also, when we work a lot in the lab, we get the opportunity to publish like Shrika, and also compete in competitions like science fair, TGSHS, and that gives us opportunities to meet people who are also involved in research and are also changing the world. And also, when we spend a lot of time in the lab, we can build relationships with our distinguished professors and scientists, and that's also really important because these people know a lot about their fields, and we have a lot to learn from them. Now I'll kick it over to Shakti. He's going to speak more about research.
Thanks, Sai. So, hi, I'm Shakti Prabhakar. I'll be your Aspire Mentorship Director this year. I worked with Dr. Hui Zhao in her networks lab, and I specifically work in multi-core processors, and my research pertains to optimizing those systems. So my specific advice for you all when you're trying to get into research is to always come with a resume. When I applied to my lab with Dr. Zhao, I gave her my resume, and within it, I always included specific details that pertain to whatever research I was interested in within her labs. So whenever you're emailing your professor or you are meeting with them in person, always bring a paper copy or like a online document with you that you can show them, which will list your skills, specifically skills that will matter within the lab. I want to say that the research that we do at TAMS is probably the most important thing you'll do while you're here, and it's the most exciting. You're contributing so much to the scientific field, and you can honestly get lost in it. I'm sure I'm speaking for everyone here when I say that we all found a huge passion in research, and we spent countless hours working in lab or outside of lab to just further our knowledge within the field and progress our scientific exploration. And I urge you all to attend or whatever research events we may host, specifically the research symposium that we'll hold, which will help you find professors that you can work with, or science fairs. And I urge you all to partake in this amazing opportunity that TAMS will give you, research. With that being said, I will pass it on to Naman, our other competitions director.
I'm Naman Manjarada, one of the competitions directors for RO this year. I'm from Seven Lakes High School in Katy, Texas, and this year I've been conducting research under Dr. Carlos Ordonez in the physics department at UNT, where we are trying to determine whether antimatter falls up or down. So using Wolfram Mathematica, we are conducting simulations to contrive the ideal experiment to be conducted at the CERN Antiproton Decelerator facility. So our goal is to minimize the amount of antimatter required to conduct such an experiment so that it is cost effective and practical. So in terms of advice, I would recommend reading as much literature as possible on any subject you're interested in, like past publications. So when you cold email professors in like say summer or early fall, try to look through their past publications and read their abstracts so you know like what work they're doing and how they're doing it. And when you get into a lab, try to read as much literature as possible surrounding the subject, like not only UNT research, like any research on that subject, so you have like the best idea of how to approach a problem. I would now like to introduce Dave Banerjee, our Aspire Exposition Director.
Much, Naman. So I want to start off by letting you know like what research I've conducted so far at TAMS, and I've been working closely with Dr. Jose Perez in his physics laboratory, where we study next generation nanomaterials and quantify and determine the electrical and mechanical properties of those materials. And you know, one piece of advice I want to give y'all is be sure to use your resources. Now, I'm sure everyone on this RO board, we are more than willing to help you. We want to help you. In fact, we chose these positions to help you, right? But outside of the RO board, right, you have a class of 200 seniors, and these are perfect people to reach out to because one, they have an entire year of TAMS under their belt, so they'll know about like everything academics related, but they've also spent a a year conducting research in their own labs. And what you can gain from these interactions is you can find out how they got their research opportunity, how they maintained and built relationships with their professors, and other common lab practices that could help you be successful in conducting research. And going on with this, like utilizing your resources, please visit the tamsro.com. That's the research organization website where you can find our research guide to getting research, or practically anything you need research related, you can find on the tamsro.com website. And excuse me, and again, using your resources, your professor is there to help you, your graduate student is there to help you. Always ask questions and understand that when you start conducting research, you really don't know much, right? Your professor is a genius. Your professor knows so much in the field, and that's the perfect resource, right? And so yeah, just make sure to reach out to your resources. And thinking specifically about like next year and how research is going to look like in the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of y'all may know that it's going to be challenging to conduct in-person research. And if you do conduct in-person research, it may be challenging to collaborate with peers across UNT. And so what this leaves us with is a whole new branch of research, which is computational research. And what computational research allows you to do is conduct research from home. You can do it remotely, and this kind of bypasses all the problems we're running into with the COVID-19 pandemic. And I may understand that not all of you guys are computer science people, but don't be like afraid just because computational means computer science. Because I was a traditional science track, like biology, TAMS track student, and now in my physics lab, I'm conducting computational / theoretical physics, where I'm applying, where I'm learning how to code in Python to apply it to my research. And yeah, now I'd like to pass it back off to Sam, our wonderful academic counselor and program advisor.
Dave, and thank you to the rest of our board for all your insights and for sharing your experience this past year with research. I think just this is a great sample of what it means to be a TAMS student, just a taste of what our students can get involved in regarding the research opportunities and really the opportunity to just be at the forefront of learning and knowledge. So I think the benefits that come from research and pushing the boundaries of what is known is just an incredible opportunity that our students have. And that, as you can see, that these 5 students have loved delving into and exploring a variety of fields here at UNT. So I think that's just seeing them present now and thinking how these students were when I met them a year ago. I think just the growth that they've been through as TAMS students and as researchers, I think it just really helps to accelerate that learning process and really opens up so many doors for them. And that's why we're excited about presenting this to you all, so you can learn more about just the opportunities for growth and development that comes with doing research here at UNT. So again, thank you all, our students here for speaking to us. And please keep in mind, students and parents, as you all have questions, the TAMS Resource Organization is here to answer those and to help out. And we also have Dr. Jim Duban, who is an incredible expert at research and helping our students apply for competitions and scholarships that are research focused as well. So I think we have an incredible set of resources here to help you all out. And we're looking forward to providing those for you all as you get to experience the TAMS community. So thank you so much.
And thank you, Sam. And one additional thing I'd like to do, since we have not yet reached the point where, as in the movies, you see the credits come down after the film, I'd like, on behalf of all of us on the screen, to extend special thanks to Miss Valerie Adele, who, for all practical purposes, is our producer and director this afternoon. No, she is not wearing a She is not sitting in a collapsible wooden chair with a megaphone, but she does a great job at this. And thank you so much, Valerie Adele.
Thanks.